Okay, so this is a very interesting example. Notice that when you plug in -6 and -6, you get 0 over 0, which is an indeterminate form. Now, we saw a graph earlier of a function that had absolute value in it, and it was interesting, but now we're going to do it algebraically. Now, you'll notice that the top, you can factor out a 2. And you would then get 2 times x plus 6 over absolute value of x plus 6. Now, you might be tempted to cancel those two out, but that would be very, very, very big mistake. What you want to do, though, and this is important because we're going to be using this throughout the semester, is you want to rewrite, I'm going to do it over here. You want to rewrite the absolute value of x plus 6. You want to make sure that you know how to rewrite that as a piecewise function. And when we continue, we're going to be doing this the entire semester, so this is very important. So basically, we already know that this is an absolute value function, and it basically looks like this. It looks like a V. This one in particular is shifted to the left to -6, but this is what it looks like. So this is basically, if you want to rewrite this as a piecewise function, this is just 2 linear functions. And this is equal to x plus 6, which is this line right here. And then it's equal to negative x plus 6. That's this line right here. Then the question is, well, for what values? Well, from this picture that I drew, you can see that you use positive x plus 6 when x is greater than -6, and use negative x plus 6 for values of x that are less than -6. Okay, now let me just sort of give you a little hint as to how you find that. If you don't know how to graph the function, what you do is this one, x plus 6, you use it when, for all values, when this guy is going to be greater than 0. So essentially, when this guy is positive, you don't have to do anything to it for it to be the absolute value of it. It's always going to be positive. So you solve this and you would get x is greater than -6. And then the other one is just it would just be the complete opposite of that one. So in other words, x is less than -6. Okay, now this guy though, this limit, notice that it's different. It's going to be different for the left side and the right side. So we have to find those separately. We need to find the limit as x approaches 6 from the left, and the limit as x approaches 6 from the right. Now, from -6 from the left and from the right. Okay, now let's do the one from the right first. As you're approaching from the right, now I'm just going to leave the top alone. As you approach -6 from the right, the values are going to be greater than -6, correct? So since they're greater than -6, the x values are, that means that you're going to use this function right here for absolute value. So what you're saying is that x plus 6 is equal to the absolute value of x plus 6 if the x values are greater. And since you're coming from the right, well, of course, that's true. So then these guys cancel, and so this is equal to positive 2. Now, if you're approaching from the left, however, notice the top is the same, 2 plus x plus 6. But since you're approaching negative 6 from the left, this time you're coming in over here from the left. So the values are going to be less than negative 6, which means you're going to now use this function right here. So you're going to substitute absolute value of x plus 6 by negative x plus 6. And this makes sense because if x is less than negative 6, for example, negative 7, negative 7 plus 6 is negative 1, multiplied by the negative sign, and you would get positive 1, making it match with this one. So these two are equal if x is less than negative 6. But now this time, though, these guys again cancel, but this time you get it equals to negative 2. So because it's different coming from both sides, you say that this limit, this one right here, you say that that one, of course, does not exist. And if you actually graph this guy, let me just draw you guys a picture. This actually looks like, so if this is negative 6, as you come in from the right, let's say this is 2 and this is negative 2. As you come in from the right, this guy is going to be a horizontal line, the hole there, and then this one's going to be another horizontal line at negative 2 with a hole right there as well. And that's it.